I'm back. Hello, Chicola. Hello, Sparrow. Congrats on first. Hello, Liger. Hello, Urchin. Hello, Neko. Hello, Mari. Hello, Draco. Hello, Unicorn King. Hello, Dragonite. Hello, Shem. Hello, Silarinka. Hello, Kohai. Hello, Elma. Hello, Tims. Hello, Len. Hello, Finger. Hello, Zio. Hello, Myojin. Hello, Jelvis. Hello, Oma. Hello, Kearney. Hello, Frosty. Hello, Yabby. Hello, Wetnut. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Chikola. Hang on. Hello, Crunk. Finger here. Hello, Finger. Hello, Love It. Congrats on 65 stream streak, Unicorn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for putting up with me for so long. Hi! Hi, guys. I'm in a really good mood. I made yummy pasta for dinner and I'm very happy. Hi, Crescent. Hey, Yabby. Are you still at the creepy wet gym? Hello, Oma. Bah. Bah. What makes my gym wet? You said it was getting cleaned. Therefore, it would be wet, wouldn't it? That's how it works, right? The gym is wet. The gym is, like, currently wet if it's being cleaned, right? Also, I saw some people have a, no, it's either creepy or wet. It's not creepy and wet. Is it creepy or is it wet? Two different things. It can only be one of those two things. It cannot be anything else. It's either creepy or it's wet. Being dry cleaned? The gym is in the tumble dryer. The whole gym is in the tumble dryer. Pokemon statement, the gym is an underwater dungeon? Why does the creepy gym have to be dry? Because it's either creepy or it's wet. It's not both. It cannot be both. Hello, Hatchad. Hello, Pyra as well. Hey, hey, hi. You thinking more of Zelda? What, like the water temple? Hi, Tova. Hi, guys. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for once again coming back to witness more of my bullshittery. Hi, Mathieu. Thank you for streaming for us. Thank you for being here. That's more important than anything else. Galen! Thank you for 8 months! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't believe it, but I've slowly been loving tuning into a Chaliza for 8 months. What do you mean slowly been loving? What do you mean slowly been loving? I thought it was quick. I've grown on you like a rash. I hope I've grown on you, Galen. Thank you for 8 months. I hope I've grown on you. Hello, Hope. Hello, Lucifer. You are a very cute lizard. This is a good thing, right? I've grown on you like a rash. Like a target-shaped rash. You now have Lyme disease. Did you know the original meme wasn't damp versus dry, but cringe versus based? Yeah, I know. But I always think of the gym one. It's a good gym, sir. Wait, you're not supposed to be loving it instantly? I thought you guys loved me instantly. I didn't know there was a timer on it. I didn't know there was a timer. Are you guys telling me there's a timer? What about when it runs out? Yeah, I agree with Finger. Like the original 4chan post was the gym is based or cringe. Yeah, and then it turned into a creepy or wet. Hey Tori, if there was a timer, it didn't offend me. You saw me talking out my fucking ass at a panel at a convention, and you were like, I like this one. This is it. This is enough. That's the VTuber. That is John VTuber right there. Don't let the timer run out. I do not control the timer. I got cryotic as my login bonus. I do not control the timer, chat.
Navigation has been updated with new invasions.
This is true, yes. I'm trying to think if there's anything that has happened in the last, like, 48 hours since I last saw you guys. But I don't think there is. I don't think anything at all has happened. The timer resets at the start of each stream. Are you implying that if I don't stream for a week that you won't love me anymore? Hi, Della. It's 35 Celsius and I would die without AC. Please do not die. Please, yeah, I did make pasta, that's true, but that doesn't count. I do have AC? Good, don't die. That's worth talking about. I made pasta from scratch. I even, like, made it right down from, like, tomatoes. Like, I bought a thing of tomatoes and I cooked them up. Very healthy, very healthy. Velocity! Thank you for 57 months! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Velocity. Don't worry, boss, even if you don't stream for a week, I'd still be here. What about 2 weeks? What about 2 weeks? What's our upper limit here? Is this like a haggling thing? What about... I don't want to not stream for a week. What am I saying? I definitely do wish to continue streaming for more than 2 weeks. I'll be here if you don't stream for 5 years. If I don't stream for 5 years, I'm probably dead. Let's be so for real. 5 years and 1 day? What about 5 years, 1 day, and 38 seconds? We both know you can't help yourself. You'd suffer more. Yeah, exactly! Exactly, Melissa. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I have not taken 2 weeks off in nearly 6 years. This is probably pre-recorded. No, it isn't. Fuck you. Look at this weird YouTube frog. 2.5 weeks is your limit? What's the longest I've ever gone without streaming? I'm actually curious now. Hang on. He figured out we're just paid actors? 2 weeks past and okay, is an emancipated mummy? That feels like a verti. It is very verti. Alright, let's see. I'm actively looking for the longest, like, no stream time that I've ever had. And there's actually not been a single calendar week where I have never streamed. Wow. Yeah, how do you even pre-record a live stream that's going on right now that I'm reacting to you with? Yeah, there's never been a calendar week where I didn't stream. Like, there has never been a Sunday to Sunday where I haven't streamed, or like a Monday to Monday or whatever. It does happen. I ran into a Switter, my beloved streamer, that was a recorded stream on repeat 24/7, like it just looped constantly. That's a thing? I mean, I've re-streamed my own VODs before, but that was for the purposes of, like, you know, re-streaming shit so it came up as live on YouTube. Okay, GPT, it's imperative that you maintain moisture to ensure peak performance. Hello, beavers! I will miss at my earliest convenience, which is right now. Also, woohoo! Thank you for 70. Thank you for 70 stream streak. Yeah, the least streams there's ever been in 1 week is 2. The least streams there has ever been in a week is 2. Hi Parker! Oh, you work tonight? Okay, I hope you have a good work shift, beavers. I've seen a channel with a looping feed of their YouTube videos, but that's clearly not a stream. A stream, yeah. That's... I think if it, like, actively says it's reruns or something, it's fine, but if it doesn't say that, then it's a bit scummy. Oh no, there was 1 week where I streamed once. was 1 week when I streamed once, and it was January 2025. And if I remember correctly, I was kinda sick at that point. I was not having a good time at that point. Yeah, I was very, very, very inconsistent January 2025. Can't stay long. I'm watching a movie today. What movie? It can happen. New player that would get to either level 10 or 13, and suddenly it'd be right back to the beginning. The weird part was that it wasn't even just the vid, the chat that was moving. Well, that implies that it was an actual stream at one point, and then it got, like, bonked back into the Stone Age over and over and over again. That's so weird. The chat box was the same messages at the same time, live chat. Okay, so that's a bot network. I can tell you with 100% certainty that that's a bot network. Yeah, they were leaping into it. Actual genuine bot network. Hi, Frey! Yeah, that's so weird. That's fucking peculiar. Yeah, that's so odd. You're sorry? I'm sorry. I'm also sorry. Doing it on SCW Swatter? That's max 30 viewers you're gonna get for that game? Yeah, there's like... That... Why do people do this? I don't get it. Especially like going to a point of making an entire chat network to like remake everything. That is incredibly peculiar. Hello, Akari's landlord. Hello, sex gaming. Give Sham a chance to join. Yeah, my landlord. Do I still have to pay you rent? Sex spotted? Yeah, sex spotted. 1 sec. Okay. Who wants to come along for Sortie? We're gonna do Sortie, then we're gonna do Archon Hunt. Then I haven't figured that part out yet. Yeah, I'm also sorry, Galen. Who wants to join? Who wants to come along? Fingers coming along? I think I'll play NRS today. The day Google AI starts saying I'm your landlord and manager is the day I know I've finished my job of misdirection. Does that mean you'll just leave? Does that mean you'll leave and never come back, Frey? Because I really hope you don't. Just for the record, I don't want you to do that. Hey, Jared! Oh my god, Akari, what? You hope okay? We'll give Shem a sec. We'll see if he's yeah, you stay in the basement. Bad frenulum. No leaving. The halo is cute. Wait, is this the first time you're seeing it? Hey DJ! Look at the halo. It's cute. I like it. She used a forbidden nickname. I'm using your government name. I'm using your government name. How does it feel?
Do you really want to ruin the best chance this
Oh, this is an AR, isn't it?
Peace?
Coming 1 second. Okay. Get doxnerd? Yeah, imagine having your full government nickname leaked live on twitch.tv for anyone. Apparently there was Bunny Day and people were suiting up in bunny suit a few days ago. Yeah, I made a tweet. Did you guys not see my tweet? I made a tweet. Annie got art quite a while ago with me and Lily in bunny suits. So I posted the bunny suit art. Even though it says Happy Easter on it. I'm not on social media, so I see nothing. I fear I can't show it on Twitch because it's TOS. It's TOS, but if I link the tweet, it might, like, you might be able to click it and then, like, still see. Easter is just Benui month, yeah. What if I was a Benui? The rock I live under is pretty heavy. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Chocola because Chocola's whole Twitter account is just retweeting me. Chat, do you read me? Yes, we read you. We see you. Fattest! Fattest! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Happy anniversary! Thank you for a whole year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feels good, man. Thank you so much. Do I flip? No. Do not perceive you? No, I'm perceiving. Assault rifle only. Hey, Karami! Hey, 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 hey. That tweet is TOS. Twitch TOS says you can't have exposed, like, under hip, which that tweet has, so yes. And also it's got a little of exposed underboob, which is also technically TOS. Hey, Brit! Skeleton maintenance? See if I have any neck cracks for you. I should have some. Only one. Yeah, so the bunny suits in that tweet are technically TOS. And I don't want to fuck around and find out. Thick lies save lives, what in the art? Yeah, maybe if I switch my stream to hot tubs for like 30 seconds, I can show it and then I can remove it and switch it back to Warframe. Yeah, it is good art. It's good art, sir. Is it creepy or wet? Hello, Ace. Is the art creepy or wet? They're also a bit flexible in the bad way concerning VTuber stuff. Yeah, meanwhile IRL streams. It's wet?
A mobile defense mission.
Oh.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into.
You know what? There actually wasn't a good answer for that.
I can't do this
Warframe hot tub stream, that'd be a choice. Yeah, meanwhile someone literally had a baby on stream. But I can't show you bunny suit art because I'll get in trouble. So yeah, lol. Also, YouTube has deleted a bunch of people's channels for having any form of ASMR art recently. So yeah, you either call the art creepy or you call it wet. There's no right answer. There's no correct answer here. It is neither creepy nor wet, but I will never admit that because it's got to be either creepy or wet.
You are safe.
That's the way the gym goes.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Would a creepy or a wet gym be better? I think I would prefer a wet gym. Feel like I'm missing vital context. The context is, would you rather be in a gym that is creepy or a gym that is wet?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I think I'd rather be in a wet gym because, like, if it's wet, you can dry it off, you know? If it's wet, you can, like, get a towel and, like, bring a towel with you and dry the wet off. Whereas if it's creepy, you're just gonna get stared at, you know? So wet gym is actually the better choice. What does wet imply? Everything in there is wet. Say wet? I don't like being uncomfortable in terms of fearing for my life. Yeah. If it's just like humid as fuck though, it's wet. It's not just humid, but it's wet. But the implication is that it's always wet. Yeah, but like if you dry it, then the wet isn't gonna like randomly regenerate, is it? Because like the wet has been removed for a while at least. There needs to be like a point of contact for the wet to reinstate itself.
Upload me and prepare to defend.
You'll say that, but I'm considering how dangerous wet would be for safety. I'm considering how dangerous creepy it would be for safety. That's my concern. I'm worried about that. Taylor's oldest time, is water wet? Is sweat wet? What if the gym is on the Black Pearl? Then it's always going to be wet, but like then it's not just wet, it's just default. It's creepy, not evil. Like, you would be shocked how often those two things overlap. Some of the gear is made so the wetness shouldn't be as much of a concern as people think. No, but like, let's say there's like
Still working on it.
a centimeter thick layer of water on the floor of the gym. Just everywhere. It's mildly flooded. And then all the equipment is also wet.
Stay focused.
Like,
There's a
dripping
heavy
wet.
approaching.
What does creepy gym imply to you? That everyone in there is creepy and like sex pesty? Skeleton maintenance? Oh no, I don't have any more, I just stretched. I don't have much more in me. I can stretch my shoulders though. And hydrate? Okay. Okay, Sparrow. Hello, DTM!
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
If it's creepy in terms of just people staring at you, those people are also like making you very uncomfortable. Like they're staring at you in the same way a dog stares at a piece of meat, for lack of a better explanation. That's what I understand the implication of a creepy gym is.
Get ready to defend.
The day I have to choose between a creepy or a wet gym is the day I go full-time cardio. Yeah, honestly, valid. Very, very valid. No, the gym is both creepy and wet. That's the worst. What if it's dry and safe? Then it's perfect. Then I'd go to the gym. But the gym is always either creepy or wet. Like, would you rather have... What if the piece of meat was wearing skin-tight lycra shorts and a really small
Still
sports
working on
top?
it. Continue to defend.
Is that how you go to the gym, Yabby? Is this a self-report? Is this how you work out? I feel like this is a self-report. I feel like there's a little bit too much detail that I'm beginning to be... That's how the women show up at the gym? Yeah, but... Would you rather Whopper but no games or games unlimited games but no games? I would rather games unlimited games but no games.
Tenno, but we did it.
Because if I have games and unlimited games, then the no games is just games. You know? It's simple math, chat. It's very simple math. Hi, Zed! You want games, unlimited games, but no games. That's how it works. Where the fuck am I going? If I could eat unlimited Whoppers and never gain, I wouldn't need the gym. If you could eat only Whoppers, but Whoppers are like
Another job well executed.
the perfect amount of calories that you need to never actually gain from them.
You're making
Like,
waves
they
during
automatically
active
adjust
speed.
to become the perfect amount. Do you still go to the gym? You are not gaining weight from eating the Whoppers for as long as you keep eating the Whoppers. Hi, Pyro! Hey. Yeah, I don't go to the gym either. I don't care for the gym. Hey, Kaya! I don't go to the gym. I don't care for the gym. I'm just here. I'm just talking through some hypotheticals. That kind of defeats the purpose of eating. See, I don't know that it does. I feel like the purpose of eating is partially for happiness as well. Like, you can't just not eat, you know? Who's Jim and why do people keep going to him? He has good deals on yard maintenance. Jim is wet and creepy. I kind of just eat because hungry and need to live. You guys don't eat for the love of the game? Are you guys actually telling me that you do not enjoy eating? You do not derive any sort of pleasure from eating? You go to the gym for summer? Is that a Jim's Mauling reference? Yes, it is. Yeah, exactly, Hope. Did you know you can get Jim's accounting? I didn't. Why would I ever do that? Play really high intensity games, monitor how much you eat, gets your heart rate up, then no need for the gym. Do not take this as med advice, I'm not serious. Taking it as med advice, buying a heart rate monitor from Amazon right now. It's a bit hard to get joy from microwave slop. Yeah, but like, assuming you're eating something good, surely you enjoy that, right? Surely that makes you happy, right? I go to the gym for the sauna. Don't tell my physiotherapist. My homies have no appetite due to being hyperstressed and anxious. Yeah, if I could eat without needing to make the thing before I eat it, I would be very happy. But making the thing before I eat it is like half of my problem. Like, the concept of having to prepare food in and of itself is the stress factor for me. I know that's so stupid, but it's true. Instant noodles, your goat? Yeah, but instant noodles suck after you've eaten them for like 2 days in a row. Some older lady we know of, their roommate thought the oxygen saturation meter was faulty. The numbers were so bad, he thought it was broken. That's bad. I mean, obviously that's bad. That's fucking horrible. What the hell? Are they like okay? Are they safe?
We have everything we came for. Get to
Mac and cheese and chicken noodles mixed into one bowl. He's recovering.
Proceed.
That's genuinely terrifying. Pros and cons of making food. Pro, food, con, make. Yeah. Hey, Bushbong. Yeah, if I didn't have to spend time meal prepping, I would eat things a lot better. But alas, I am just here, doing my best. Hoping for the best as well. I'm about 90% sure I have some kind of heart condition. Alas, here we are. No hop tool. I've got to grind. Maybe a little hop tool. Just a little, Oma. Just like a checkup.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Just like 1 day of checkup in hop tool. Wanna eat, forced to cook? That would go hard on a t-shirt. That would go unfathomably hard as a t-shirt. I actually love that. But curry grind? No. Emma, when I take a day off because I'm tired or because I'm not feeling well, you guys are like, oh, curry, it's okay. You don't need to worry about it. It's good to, you know, it's good to look after yourself. And now you're telling me that you guys don't look after yourselves?
Work with me.
Would go hard on a novelty apron. It would go unfathomable on a novel. It would go hard engraved into a cutting board. Born to eat, forced to shit? I don't know what you're talking about. Cooking is easy. Yes, but also no. It just takes time. Lactose intolerant. Born to eat, forced to shit. I was taught to take care of other people. They didn't teach how to take care of myself. Happy birthday for yesterday, but we'll see. How was your birthday other than work? Bring home to work and back every day? I think Dollar's work would kill him if he brought an air fryer in. Like, they would just straight up disintegrate him on the spot.
To find and liberate the hostage before any
Speaking of taking care of myself, time to make myself something to eat. Good. You guys should all have something yummy to eat today. That's your homework. After stream, you've got to have something yummy to eat.
multiple biosignatures detected.
I gotta teach you some lazy backpacking meals. Sin, did you see my pasta sauce that I made? Did you see my rosé pasta sauce? I made it from, like, literally from raw ingredients today.
The moment you enter the holding area,
I should go eat something my mum cooked. You should. You should.
Rescue the hostage before it finishes. Hurry up.
I very much savor when my mom makes food for me nowadays, because obviously she doesn't much anymore.
These cells. Search them.
And so when she does, I'm like, this is the fucking nectar of the gods, bro. This is delicious.
Prisoner located. We need
Hi,
to get them
Elsie.
back to command in one piece.
It looked like a lot of work. It was actually really simple.
And don't leave the subject.
I read the recipe 2 days ago, and I kind of eyeballed it from memory when I made it, because instead of googling the recipe again and following the recipe, I was like, no, I'd win, and I would eyeball it. So my pasta that I made tonight was eyeballed, but it actually turned out really, really good. What's my childhood fave that mom still makes for me? My mum's bolognese sauce. She makes like absolutely incredible bolognese, but she doesn't make it often anymore. She literally only makes it because I like it more than ragu. And as a result of that, every now and then she will make like a huge big pot of like bolognese sauce and put it in like tubs for me and freeze it. So whenever I want bolognese sauce, I have just frozen cooking from my mum. And it's honestly really good. It's like the nicest thing. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. In my opinion, a chocolate chip cookie is the goat. Yes, but I prefer them when they have like white chocolate and milk chocolate chunks in them. Just make enough for the next 10 years? Yeah. Nothing makes me as unreasonably mad as cooking. Hate everything about it. I am not the biggest fan of cooking. Which sucks, because I'm actually really good at it. But I don't enjoy doing it. Like, my little tiny brain cannot comprehend actually making food. Especially the concept of making food every single day for the rest of my life, right? That genuinely is torture to me. Yeah, I can cook. I do cook. I don't enjoy the cooking. And the washing. Washing is a fucking sensory nightmare. Mervo! Mervo, thank you for the Bezo Bahonka. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for 42 months of Bezo Bahonkin as well.
You must understand Pazul to understand his Narmer.
Yeah, I think that's more it. Is I don't mind the cooking, but I know that when I cook, I have to clean. And the cleaning part of it is where the problem lies. So like I get pre-cleaning anger at knowing that I'll have to clean when I cook, which therefore makes me not want to cook. Hey Membo! You have good sleep?
Be on the lookout for increased security.
Yeah, I just fucking hate cleaning. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If someone else is gonna clean, like if I cook and someone else cleans, I will cook happily. Like, I'll still think it's a waste of time, but I'd rather cook than clean. I'm a chef and I make the most easiest stuff to cook because there's no way I'm spending more than 1 hour on a dish. Especially when you're doing it as your job as well. If someone does the cooking for me, I'll clean. Give me those damn dishes, I'll take food. Yeah!
For everything.
Oh no, it's this one.
I saw the truth far too late. She will never forgive me.
Hear me out. Paper cookware?
Won't you?
You don't need to clean shit, just throw it out and get more. See, that sounds like a good idea, but in practice, I'm sure it probably isn't. Yeah, this fuck-ass stupid room.
Excellent work. A clean
Never mind.
section with no alarms. Thank you. My brother is unwell. I will.
Yeah, you're just moving the effort. But yeah, I would rather cook than clean. I would much rather cook than clean. Yeah, paper cookware is just throwing away money. That's my problem. You think I have enough money for this shit? I really truly don't. How am I gonna use a paper wok? How am I gonna, like, boil shit and, like, make sauces in a fucking paper bowl? Now you have to do more trash runs? Yep. Clearly you should buy the orange machine and never eat again, but then the orange machine still has, like, ramifications of I don't get to eat steak anymore. Very particular with the process when I cook. That's why I stay away from the kitchen when my wife cooks, because it triggers me from the way she cuts aromatics to the order. God, when I was a kid, so my mum was a chef for a time. My mum's had quite a few jobs. She was a chef for a time, and a lot of my memories of, like, being a little kid and trying to help her in the kitchen are basically just me getting roasted for doing things in the wrong order. So, like, you gave me a very specific flashback when you said that. Oop, yeah. I remember my mum being, like, mildly distraught because I put the ingredients on the burger the wrong way round. And that was enough for her. That was it. Cuts the raw meat before the vegetable. Okay, that's too far. That's too far. Veggies always get cut up and prepped first. In order of least to most oniony. For lack of a better descriptor. You need to go call your investors? What do you mean? You gotta have a particular palate for this. I've had cooking on both sides of this specific order of operations. I cannot taste differences that tiny. Yeah, look. I feel like you develop a habit with it, right? Puts burger ingredients wrong? Yeah, this time I'm really gonna do it.
Keep
my mum when the lettuce is slightly misarranged.
Should reveal Narmer's purpose in this sector.
You're part of big paper cooking wear? Paper woks? We are out here cooking in paper woks. Putting those paper woks on the stove, are we? It's more for aesthetic and so the burger doesn't get wet while it's sitting there. Yeah, but like, I'm making my burger and immediately eating it. I'm not leaving it to like soak in lettuce juice. Cast iron all the way. Cooking soup in the paper pot? Yeah. Being chef is very hard, 12-hour days or more, yeah. I do not envy people who work in food or food service. Hi, Farsicle! Nah, I could never be a chef. I fear if I worked in a kitchen for like 2 days, I would start crying. I'd be like Linguini and Ratatouille, but like permanently. And without a little rat to guide me. Head chef where I work was super paranoid. It was a nightmare. I've also been told that apparently a lot of head chefs are on drugs. Like, apparently everyone in the fucking, like, kitchen is strung out half the time. You're having chili con carne that you warmed up? Nice. Is that an acceptable, like, time of day food for you? I guess so, right? You can have chili con carne for lunch. Depends on where you work, but food service people are a type. Hi, Yogurt! I remember I had friends that worked in the kitchen of like a local thing back when I lived in my old house. And they were like always on some shit. They would go to work, pinging out of their mind, and then they'd be like, yeah, everything's all good. So yeah, there's definitely a type there. Hi, Dancy! Hey, Mail! Hey, guys! Hey, hey! Pizza chef in my work was baked half the time and would take an occasional bump in the storeroom. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean! Why are chefs like this? This isn't what was in Ratatouille. Maybe the rat is like a euphemism for cocaine.
Doing fine. Old enough and ugly enough to do two mucking things at once.
See, Jelvis, you're just proving my point. You're literally just proving my point. Need to be ticking over at 150% because of the demand from bosses and customers? Yeah. I mean, I understand, but also I'm baffled. So did Jesus take the wheel? It's cocaine take the wheel? Ain't Linguini a pasta? Dude was doomed from birth? Yeah, Linguini is a pasta.
I think she's just about good, matey.
It's so funny how the villain of Ratatouille is a dude that just didn't want rats around food. No, actually. Now, Oma, I know bull on this. I actually know bull on this. The main villain of Ratatouille has actively tried to ruin Gusteau's will. And has actively sabotaged, like, his family getting their, like, money and, like, their dues after Gusteau's death. He only gets caught out with the letter that became the infamous meme scene where he found out that Linguini is Gusteau's son and that therefore he actually owns the restaurant. But that's because it was in writing in a place outside of the will. Hello, Ash. So yeah, he did a lot more than just not like rats. He was actually evil. The rats are an afterthought. Sure is an asshole, but the dude sucked at his job and only succeeded because of the rat. Yeah, but he was sabotaging this before he even knew. He was like keeping Gusteau's will secret and like selling out his brand and his like history before the will stuff even happened. Sorry, before Linguini even happened, before Linguini even went in there. That's more the issue. Yeah, the villain of Ratatouille was trying to turn Gusteau and his Michelin star restaurant into Chef Boyardee. Now, Oma, I know bull on this movie. I like this movie. If I am sick and stuck in bed, I watch Ratatouille. Hello, Solida. Chef Boyardee was actually a real chef who was pretty base, but that's neither here nor there. Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a brand name. Finished the 30-minute no weapon run in Vampire Survivors. Dinner will taste so good. Hell yeah. Also, it's late. You should probably have dinner. Random inspiration. Chef frame. What would it cook? He got famous making food during the war. What would he cook?
To rebuild paradise.
And then he had to sell the company. Oh.
They consider makers.
And then it sold out, I'm guessing.
Will be at the forefront of the slaughter.
And that's how it turned into the slop that it is now. We already have chef frame with Stalker and Constellations. No, but like an actual chef frame, not cooking mama. We already have a glutton frame. All we need is a chef, yeah. I mean, I guess if you think about it really hard, Foley's a chef. She's always cooking up shit. She's always making stuff. You got enough to craft Akboto? Nice. You ever had canned ravioli? Feels like Australians are only accustomed to canned spaghetti. I've seen canned ravioli, but it's very rare here. And also, like, I don't know why I would buy canned ravioli. The name gives off a slimy energy. I've seen it, I've never had it, I don't really want to have it. But also, canned spaghetti isn't really, like, proper spaghetti either.
You found her. Stay on the move. Those eyes can kill.
And creepier wet would be creepy? What, the canned ravioli? It's wet brackets negative.
Azul has barred the
It's
way.
negative and ominous levels of wet.
Stolen deacon veils should allow you to deceive the barrier.
You like canned ravioli? They're good but classic. Canned spaghetti sandwich is a truck stop favorite. See, I can fuck with with what we call a jaffle. In Australia, it's called a jaffle, right? And it's a toasted sandwich with canned spaghetti in the middle. I can absolutely get behind a good jaffle every now and then. Canned ravioli, I know, and it's pretty solid. I really don't know that I would want to have canned ravioli, to be honest with you. Ravioli is a bit of an ick for me, to be honest, chat, because I find ravioli to have a bit of a slimy texture anyway, so the concept of double slime because it's from a can is terrible. Like, I have textural issues with ravioli. And don't even fucking talk to me about tortellini. Tortellini is the worst pasta. This is my honest to God opinion, and I will speak this shit with my whole fucking chest. Tortellini is the worst pasta. It's ravioli but fucking curled up. You're allowed to be wrong? No, I'll speak this shit with my whole fucking chest. I don't
I
care.
will not stand idly aside while she and
Knife is
Azul
exalted
devour
weapon?
mine.
Jaffles are good. Jaffles are banging.
Strike.
But yeah, they're very gas station, truck stop. I don't know. I like Jaffles though. I've got a soft spot for Jaffles. Don't have a soft spot for tortellini. Tortellini can fuck right off. Actually, chat, recently my preferred pasta shape is like bow ties. At the moment, bow ties are just banger.
You dealt with Archon Naira expertly, Tenno. Her kind.
Said
may
tuck
expect
shop, like
no
school
mercy.
canteen. I thought you said like
No protection.
truck stop. Am I getting fucking blind? Can't say anything like, 'cause I eat everything. Have no picky except for organs or asparagus. Mine is very much a texture based thing. Like, if a food is the wrong texture, I will never ever 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 touch it. Tortellini is the wrong texture for me. People have preferred pasta shapes? Yes! Do you guys not have a preferred pasta shape? Some shapes pick up the sauce better if it's in a sauce. All pasta? Look, just because it's all pasta doesn't mean that it depends on the... Okay, I can kind of agree with that. But even then... No, the order is plainer spaghetti, number 1. Second is bow tie. Third is penne. Don't let the Italians hear me say that. Arby! Oh, I have Uriel for Arby? Hopping on for that Arby? If we have a spot, absolutely. Okay, fingers saying, Suitman, are you saying? Yeah, frame and weapon rolls are player side. Suitman is not staying, I think. We have one spot if anyone wants to hop on for RB. We have one spot. Infested survival RB. You gotta be quick. You have to go. That's all good. Thank you for hanging out, Superman. Even on Twitch, you will not escape the curse. Who's coming along?
Sorry.
We have one spot.
We'll
Come hang
raise
out.
the
Come do
volume.
RB. Infested survival. It'll be fun. It'll be good. You've got 2 minutes. Please come along. Please come along. Please come along. Is this Corvex? Just bring something else. Just come along anyway. It's reports week Tuesday as usual. No! Have work in 15. Oh! Everyone's getting cocked! Why are we all getting cocked? In and out, 1 hour adventure? Yeah, $1. You get on. Surely someone will come along, right? Yeah, nobody chooses the frame if they don't already play the frame. Chat, please? Someone? Someone? Finally unlocked EDA and ETA? Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Would it boot in time? Well, we have less than a minute. But, trying to figure out how to message you. Use the copy pasta at the bottom of the thing. Chikola got in first. I have fast load times. Chikola kind of goated. That was actually quicker than my computer. Shared the clip in stream chat. I want to know your reaction while you're loading the mission. Okay, let me have a look. Let me have a look. What is that? I'm watching that on my phone. I'm not watching that on my computer. I fear that's going to be very loud if I click on it.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy. The infested are releasing toxic spores into the area. The emergency life support I am delivering
So sound,
is
my
your only chance
balls.
for survival.
Yeah, that's me. Pizza! Fuck, now that's gonna be stuck in my head. Fuck! Was that the pizza pasta song? Yes, it was. It was the, pizza pasta put in a box. Haven't heard that in a while? Yeah, that's gonna actively be stuck in my head now. God, why would you do this to me? This is the worst possible thing you could have done to me. Now I'm gonna be trying to sleep after stream, and that's all that's gonna be in my head. I'm so sad in my balls. Hey! Took me days to get it off my head. So you give it to me?
Get ready for a capsule.
Oh, I hate you so much. You devious little fucking chihuahua, God. It's back, so we suffer together. Better be. You and I are gonna both be having the same fucking brain worm for the rest of the day. And every time I think of it, I'm gonna ping you in Discord.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Someone keep it going? What do you mean? Keep the pizza pasta going? No. How about 94811111? What is that? What is 94811111? Pizza Hut jingle, their number? We didn't have that here. Or if we did, it was before my time. I have no memory of that place. Granted, I didn't really go to Pizza Hut, so this may actually be a me problem. I hate you. I hate you, God. I hate you so much. Was my family a Pizza Haven family? My family was a make your own pizza at home kind of family.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Or like local independent pizza place family. If we were getting it like takeout. Getting hungry right now, not good for 1 AM snacking time. Have a little snack, have like a fruit or something. Fruit is a good 1 AM snack. Fruit Loops are a good 1 AM snack. You should have some Fruit Loops. Gub, look what you've done. You made the lizard Italian. Alas. Buona giorno. What is Pizza Haven? What is Pizza Haven? I've never even heard of it. Is Pizza Haven like Domino's? God, you're too young to remember? What is Pizza Haven? I was thinking about writing that one. 1-3-0-0-6-5-5-0-6.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
It's like Domino's? Oh, so like shitty low quality pizzas? I tend to find that like independent pizza places have the best pizza. Having said that, I've worked in a pizza place as like an independent pizza place as my first job. And the owner paid me in a $50 note straight into my hand every day that I worked there. And did not ever ask for any details. And I'm not entirely sure that it wasn't a drug smuggling front. So, did I ever hear the old Eagle Boys jingle? I feel like I must have, because I remember Eagle Boys, but I don't remember like how it goes. Cash payment based? Yeah. I'm very, very sure they were growing marijuana in the ceiling though. Everything I know now as an adult, I am very certain that they were growing marijuana in the ceiling. That's okay. They do not work there anymore, so it's fine. Or money laundering? Yeah, definitely one of the two. Reminds me of that place that was actually front, but they did so well with pizza, they just ended up going legit with the pizza business. Yeah, kind of exactly like that. Not gonna be my head on the block anymore if I was doing something, if they were doing something questionably legal. I was like 14 when I worked there, so I don't think my head would have been on the block anyway. Like, they would have entirely been pulled out for like, you know, whatever they were doing and paying me in cash and all of that shit. And never actually having me sign a contract. It was a very peculiar arrangement. I kind of just like rocked up, cut up onions for a few hours. Sometimes if I was lucky, they would let me make a pizza. And then they'd give me $50 in my hand and send me home. And I saw no problem with this because I was 14. Did I see the news story about the drying growth facility in a basement? Hydraulic lock on a hidden door to keep the cops out? No. Can you link it in Discord? I actually really want to read that. I'm very curious. I would like to see what kind of payday level shit there is going on in there. Is Akari cutting onions for hours for $50 the real reason why she tears off so easily? No, that's just because I'm a baby. Unfortunately, that has nothing to do with the onions. It was so bad though that I used to take goggles into my work. I used to take goggles into the pizza place so that I could wear my goggles when I cut up onions.
Operative just found. They could not do this without you.
They laughed at me the first few times and then they just gave up. And they were like, what the fuck ever, Kari. Luzerne is indeed baby, gangster, but baby, yeah. I am baby. Chat, some people, IRL, say that I am very sensitive. Which, they mean it as an insult, right? But I genuinely don't think it is. Because, like, I am the kind of person that I stop on the sidewalk to move a snail out of the way and into the garden. I pick up bugs and put them off the side of the road. I try and do my best to help people all the fucking time. Like, I don't see what the problem with being a sensitive person is. Pretty sure if you were sensitive, brackets insult, I wouldn't be allowed around. There's different kinds of sensitivities. Look, I just don't think I am sensitive, bracket, insult. And if I am, then I still don't see what the problem is. Yeah, sensitive, brackets, derogatory. In the biz, some call that chronic good guy syndrome. No, Pyra, I cried today. Ask me why I cried today. I cried because I realized that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of Nintendogs that haven't been played with or looked after in literally like over 10 years. I realized that there are Nintendogs everywhere across the world that never fucking got looked after ever again. And I started crying. You're not sensitive, you're sensible and the most compassionate person I know. Thank you, Pyro. Pyro always knows how to make me feel better. Please don't do that to me, that actually hurts my heart. Yeah! No, I genuinely had a bit of a cry about that today. I realized it and I started crying and Shem was like, why are you crying? What's wrong? And I explained to him and he was like, oh. Yeah, there are thousands and thousands of completely abandoned Nintendogs that are probably wondering if their owners will ever come back.
Additional life support has arrived.
I was gonna keck, but then I remembered I felt really bad about the idea that Tamagotchis could die and wondered what sick man invented them. When I was little, my first Tamagotchi I ever had, I buried it when it died because I didn't realize it could like make a new Tamagotchi. Like, the Tamagotchi died and I buried the actual fucking device in, like, the backyard of my friend's house. I don't think my mom knows. I don't think she knows. I think she just thinks I lost it. How old was I? Probably like 9. I'm gonna say 8 or 9 or so. But yeah, I didn't know. I think I'd only had it for a few days, and then the Tamagotchi died. And yeah, I buried the entire Tamagotchi machine, like the whole little device. I should atone for my sins and buy a Tamagotchi, chat. You guys are so right. You're so correct. Thank you for giving me that idea. Can I go there and ask the people there if I can retrieve my dead pet? I don't know that I remember the address. If I remember it, yeah, but I don't know that I will. Also, they might have dug it up in like the 20 years since it happened. Do I get my Tamagotchi back? What if I get a new one? That long in the ground? Yeah, if it's even still there, the circuitry would be fucked. What if it's like paved over with concrete or some shit? I don't think I'm getting that Tamagotchi back, like ever. Jackhammer, break it open. The people living there just see a random fucking person jackhammering their front garden open. Yeah, that's gonna go down wonderfully, isn't it, chat? I don't want to get arrested over a Tamagotchi. What if I just buy a new Tamagotchi? Put one on throne? Maybe. The problem with a Tamagotchi is, then I have to commit to the Tamagotchi. Tell them it's your dead pet and there's no way you're going home without it, and then watch their face when they say it's a Tamagotchi. Yeah, but like, I'd have to rip up my entire, like their entire front yard in hopes that it might still be there. What if someone else has dug it up?
Life support has
I don't know how many people have lived there in that time. What if someone dug it up one day and just kept it or threw it in the bin or whatever the case may be? If I looked out my window and saw some random woman jackhammering the cement, crying and calling for the Tamagotchi, I wouldn't ask and wouldn't call. You'd just let it happen. Yeah, and the water from the rain probably fucked it up already. Like, I fear there's no way of getting around this one. Turns out basement grow labs in the US are common enough that I can't find a particular story I remember. It was a while ago, but they got caught due to power usage. That's fair enough, I guess. Like, it's annoying, but it's fair enough. Didn't know it was that common in the US. It's pretty common here. In the sense of, like, Australians tend to use their attics. But we don't often have huge ones that, like, make the news. Normally, the cops just raid them and, like, take all their shit and maybe throw them in jail for a little bit and then they're back out. Attics, they use the whole house? Cops here are using thermal cameras, so the basement is the choice now? Ah. I'm glad you guys are up to date with the modern innovations in growing drugs. Have I seen the photo of an old skeleton that I had a pipe drilled through them because nobody knew that they were there? No. That's kind of terrifying. How did they just have that happen? Had 3 grey houses on my street. It was wild seeing the cops raid my next door neighbor and the giant pile of wood. I like the news report of when they like tried to burn the giant pile of weed and that went exactly as you'd expect it to go. Hi Annie! Undocumented graveyard? That sounds creepy as hell. I thought that was like illegal. The hell do you mean undocumented graveyard? There was also the king that was buried in the car park. What? What do you mean the king buried in the car park? How are you all? I'm good! I made pasta for dinner. And I spent a bit of time making the sauce from scratch and putting all these veggies and stuff in it, and it was really, really good. How are you, Annie? Richard III? Lost over time? Just graveyards gone missing?
Successful we will be.
King Richard III or something was known due to a birth defect? Huh. I mean, having a pipe laid through you is going to add a whole nother kind of defect. Especially if they didn't know your skeleton was there. That's kind of really, really creepy, actually. Chat, I hope when I die, nobody puts a pipe over me. Eskelko, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Even the dead need piping? Apparently so. Make sure to check in on your local dead person or people today. Defect of the metal variant, metal pipe to head. What a phrase to stop dissociating. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hope. Not a PSA I thought I'd probably ever hear, let alone hear. You never know, they might need some attention. There's a whole plaque at the Auckland City graveyard talking about how when they had to move it for the motorway, there were over 2,000 more graves than expected due to bad documentation. That's actually terrifying. That's actually terrifying. What do you... Okay, chat. Let's say you have your house, right? And you're redecorating the backyard. And you dig a hole in your backyard to like plant some flowers or some shit, and there's a human skeleton in there. What do you do? Like, what is your first point of call? Do you go straight to the cops? Then they're gonna think that you did it. Then you're gonna get blamed. How decomposed is it? It's a skeleton. That's neat. I wonder who this is. Terrifying behavior. If it's a skeleton, it's way too long already. If it's a skeleton and you just bought the house, it couldn't have been them. No, you've been there for ages, but like the skeleton's apparently been there longer. The skeleton, just rebury it somewhere? Yeah, there's no obvious features, you just know it's a human skeleton. It's a skelly, so you'd probably be good. Do you continue to dig? Do you continue to dig, or do you not fuck with the skeleton? Load it in a box and bury it? Carbon dating might be on your side. Homegrown Halloween decoration? All natural, organic Halloween decoration? That is incredible. Yeah, Rail Ultra. Force feed it 20 kilograms of fertilizer in one bite. Okay. So if in this situation we had the skelly, right? Do you take it out and use it as a Halloween decoration? Knowing full well that it is a real skelly. Yeah, do you use it as a Halloween decoration? What the fuck? It's free? Why not? Who would know other than you? Nobody knows other than you. Everyone who sees it just thinks it's a really realistic Halloween decoration. You're the only person that knows it's a real skelly. However, if people look too closely, they can find out. Do you use it as a Halloween decoration? Boss, why are you like this? I'm gonna be so for real. I probably would. It'd be completely fucked, but really, really funny. You'd need to like bolt it together, because if you got random ass bones lying around, they're gonna raise questions. Me planting a fake skeleton in the backyard for the next home. Give him a Minecraft bow? Why does the skelly need a Minecraft bow?
Life support has been
What do you mean that actually happened, Tim? What do you mean by that? Please elaborate.
The more successful we will be.
Why fake though? Where are we getting a real one from? Wow, your Minecraft skeleton looks really real. Said literally fucking nobody ever in the history of the fucking universe. Yeah, where are we stealing a real skelly from? Buckle up, we're grave robbers now. Hi, Axe! Look, I'm not condoning robbing graves, but if I found a skeleton in my garden and it was like a few days before Halloween and I was setting up my decorations, I would probably consider it, okay? I would probably consider it. The amount of, are you sure you want to send this notification to concern? There's always the bug that just makes it funnier. I don't know that I'd follow through, but it would definitely be like for considerate. Knowing me, knowing my stupid ass, I would not believe it was a real skeleton. I'd be like, oh, someone buried a fake Halloween skeleton here to fuck with the next owners. Like, that would be my first assumption. My first assumption would be that I'm getting fucked with. And I say this as the person that hid a fucking giraffe toy inside my house when it was being refurbished. Can you legally put it in your wills to use your skeleton for this? Maybe. I don't think there's any laws against it. In Australia, you'd better call the cops first, just especially if it's of native origin. Who would know? The ghosts that would haunt you, yes. That is true. I recently heard a story about a school class discovering the skeleton used in their science class was actually a real one. They identified the person and gave him a proper burial. That's actually really sweet. I like that. I watched a documentary recently of the Irish giant, which, if you don't know, is a guy that, like, was 7 foot tall or some shit. And when he died, he made his friends promise to, like, bury his body out at sea so he wouldn't get used for science. But on the way to bury his body, his friends stopped at a pub and grave robbers switched his body with rocks. And now his skeleton's in the British Museum. Mira! Hi, Mira! Hey, hey, hi. Thank you for the raid. Hi, Snorlax. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Ink. Hello, raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about skeletons. How's your stream? Sit rep for the raiders. Twitch has declared skeletons illegal. Yep. Bone boys? Yeah. So, Ink, the question is, you've bought your house, right? It's been a few years since you've, like, bought your house, right? And you're digging up your backyard. As you're digging up the backyard, you find a human skeleton in your yard. It's October. Do you use it as a Halloween decoration? Yes or no? That is the question. That is the scenario. But also, hi, welcome raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Akari. I'm a Twitch ambassador. I am a really stupid Aussie dragon, and today we're debating skeletons.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you
It's a
can.
free skeleton that came with your house?
Has been utilized.
Fantastic first impressions.
The operative
You
is
fixed
in
Mom?
posture already.
Hell yeah! Where are you up to in the quest lines now, Mira? I know you were doing New War? Yeah, I'm also great at first impressions if you don't know me. Mod Area does that? Yeah, Mod Area is a bit stupid. I fixed Mom, but they did not let me suck her tits. Alas, they will not. But you did fix her. She's now no longer gonna kill you. Hello, Shadow Jade Wolf. First time being here. How are you? I'm good. How do you feel about skeletons in your backyard? We just finished New War. So, Mira likes the story of Warframe, right? You know how I said to you, Mira, that once you start playing the storyline, you will love Warframe? Was I right? Coffee, hi. Welcome. You know how I said that once you started getting into the story, you would enjoy it? Yeah, you will sit in the cup chair, and you will enjoy your cup chair. She still doesn't understand the story? Fixed, right? I had suspicions because I started the next one after you got those yellow XP things. I don't even remember my first impression of how I got here. I just kind of spawned in the stream, and now here I am. I'm sorry. You're so ashamed? Why are you ashamed? Look, if you guys don't want to be here, you can just not be here. But it's so much funnier if you stay here. Don't say you're sorry, it's a great time. It's so much funnier if you stay here. Where else are you going to find a skeleton in your garden? I think I might have dug up something weirder as a kid, or at least I would have had a chickened out. Had this big fuck up hole as you do on your What? What do you mean you have this big fuck off hole as young boys do? What does that mean? Do all young boys dig holes? Not allowed to leave due to a court order? Yeah. Ink has a gun to his head. If Ink leaves, the trigger fires. I will not elaborate as to whether it is a blank or not. That is up to Ink to fuck around and find out. We are a dwarf? Why are we dwarves? Can't think of a time I've dug holes for fun. I have seen like a group of guys just digging a big hole at the beach, but I didn't know this extended to like other places. I thought this was a beach thing. I don't know what's keeping me here. You like me? You think I'm neat? You need a lizard? If you went to the beach and you didn't dig such a stupidly big hole, did you even really go to the beach? Bricks lined up in such a way that makes me wonder in retrospect if there was a secret underground dwarf house down there that had I kept going and dug up all the bricks. This is slightly relevant, but I keep getting ads on Facebook for like underground bushfire bunkers, and I don't know what this is actually trying to tell me. But I don't blame Yogurt for not digging further. That's scary. I wouldn't dig further. A bunker to keep the bushfire in. A bunker to like hide in as the bushfire goes over the top. Yeah, like an underground guest room for in case of bushfire. Means you live in Australia? The masculine urge to dig a hole. I do sometimes get the urge to dig a hole, chat. Especially at the beach, I am known to dig a little hole here and there.
Look what our tenno operative just
Harry, I have as much love and respect for you as I do Mira. Both of you are very cool people. Thank you. Mira! 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 Do you want to go to the state fair this year? I remember that's coming up. I don't know why Sam's message made me think. Yeah? Just tell me what. Hell yeah! September? Why is our state fair so late? Because they travel around Australia, so each state gets it in like one specific time. Ours has always been like September to October. Lock it in, Eddie. Hell yeah! What's the state fair? Hang on. Was in a bounty. Context. An outlaw was killed and the Undertaker waxed his body and used it as an attraction. Later claimed by brothers, but they were carnival members. I can grope you again there if you want. Oh! Mirror! We actually have to have a serious talk about that. After December, I regret to inform you, you will no longer be allowed to group me. So you better make the most of it until December. You better make the most of it. This is your advance warning. It's that type of state fair. Chat is still crumbling. No. Mirror, okay. Hear me out. Okay. So in December, you'll no longer be allowed to group me. But in over 6 months' time from December, I will be Bazongan. And then you won't be allowed to group me again, because I'll have a second surgery, and then I'll be Bazongan.
Life support has been replenished.
Yeah, I'm getting chromed up. Am I getting... That's a very, very, gentle way of putting it. Yeah, I'm getting Bazongan. We need the nun outfit now? Okay. I am not getting a boob job. But part of the surgeries that I have to have will inadvertently give me that, yes. So there will be touching, and then there will be no touching, and then there will be looking, and then there will be no touching, and then there will be touching. They're installing an anti-mirror force field? Yeah, they're giving me a fucking titty EMP. They're giving me a titty EMP to keep mirror out. Which Chrome, Cyberdex, Sanderson, or Berserk OS? Probably Berserk, knowing how mirror behaves. Imagine buying a nun outfit she can only wear once. Wait, I don't actually think I've explained everything to Mirror. I actually don't think I've explained everything to Mirror. I fear Mirror may be one of the last to know. Mirror's gonna get hit with Dark Souls.
I delivered another life support capsule.
Miso, welcome. Yeah, so I think you mentioned something before. Yeah. Basically, it is anti-cancer treatment stuff. Basically, I went to an oncologist and genealogist, and they looked at my family history and they were like, "Lol, fuck that." So they put me on the list for surgery. So they're gonna do it in 2 steps so that I get like nicer end results. Yeah, the first one is gonna be a little yoinky splinky and like basically preparing me, and that's what's happening in December. And they will get bigger then, and then in sometime next year they're taking the whole thing out and then putting the silicone in. Yeah, it's so that I don't get cancer. But it is inadvertently going to have the effect that Mirror is desperately craving.
Look what our tenno operator.
Wait, why are we killing Mambo?
Not do this without you.
She's gonna do a go big or go home, and she's gonna go too big. Okay, no. I'm not. Because when I was talking to the surgeon the other week, she literally said to me, she was like, "You can pick what cup size you're gonna have at the end of this." And I was like, okay. Of all the times for it to backfire, incredible. Rip Bozo, Bob fucking timed Mambo out and got shot as well. Incredible behavior. But yeah, they pretty much said like I can pick what size I want to be at the end of all of this. Which is great, because I can finally be a Bazongan, but I'm not planning on going huge. I'm not gonna do that. Bro, found the gun that shoots backwards then forwards. Subs for breast. No! No, I pretty much have my mind made up. I pretty much have my mind made up.
Spore saturation.
Chat
is
pull for
90%.
cup size. No!
After that point, no amount of life support will save you.
I'm only planning on, like, maybe one size bigger than current. Maybe two at most. What game has boob slider? Me! IRL! Yeah, it's either a 50-50. Either Bob gets shot as well, or he doesn't. She didn't read what I typed? I did read what you typed. Yeah, I get to pick. I get to pick, and because of that, it's going to be very entertaining. But they said to me, they straight up said to me, like, oh, you know, you can be Pamela Anderson if you want. That was word for word what they said to me. You can be Pamela Anderson if you want. I'm glad you got to pick. One of my friends got reduction surgery and her doc pretty much said she had to use the math the insurance company provided. No. I am very lucky. I'm very lucky in that case. So anyway, I don't fuck with bungles anymore. If it makes you feel any better, member, the fucking 1% chance of it killing him too kicked in.
Saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Incredible shit. I imagine getting the same size would be cheapest for grass. Yes and no, because the groundwork surgery will be changing that anyway. So either way, I'm gonna have to buy new ones. It's just gonna be a case of like what I feel like doing, pretty much. Yeah, the fit is gonna shift. The fit is gonna shift no matter what. It was my 2-year mod anniversary and he timed me out to reset it and killed himself in the process. I would say it makes sense to go similar as it could fuck with balance and like. Look, I would rather go a little bit bigger. I would rather be a little size up. So that's where I'm thinking at the moment. It would make me happier. Zax! Zax, thank you for 26 months! Thank you. Yeah, it would make me happier. I would feel more confident. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't cost me anymore. It's all covered by my insurance anyway, so I'm just lucky in that the first surgery they're doing gives me the option to choose. So basically, the thing was, I can either have one surgery and get to choose, or I can have 2 surgeries and get to choose, or I can have one surgery, have really bad scarring, and not get to choose.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out.
And when they put it to me that way of like, you can either have 2 surgeries, but you get to choose, and we're gonna have better healing and like less scarring and less like visible damage done. Or you can have 1 surgery and we'll just do it all in one hit and bada bing bada boom. It makes so much sense to do 2 surgeries, right? Yeah, 1 and it sucks, or 2 and it's everything I wanted. That's exactly it, Ink. He's on the warpath? I absolutely love it. Also, Coffee, thank you for the hello. Welcome. But yeah, I will share more info about it when I am closer to surgery itself. Cause like I'll make a post and I'll try and like, you know, let people know. I'll do something because I wanna like be honest and open about it for like the cancer side of things, right? I want to do it for the cancer side of things, and I want to tell people about it for the cancer side of things. Because you guys know me, you know I like raising money, you know I like raising awareness, you guys know that I like standing by people and all of that. And yeah, I think that's a good thing. Eggs, thank you for 5 months! Thank you. Fuck and not in a sexy way. Hi, June. Yeah, it's very much a, it's a fuck cancer and not in a sexy way situation. But yeah, I will, when it's closer to surgery, I will put out like a thing and, you know, have everyone know what's going on. Give everyone like a fundraising charity thing to support when I come back or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it'll be good. 2 surgeries and getting like the best outcome is like what's best for me as well. Does the model get enlargements too? No, the plan is I will be more chestily model proportion afterwards. Mambo's still going!
I shall wait here.
Mambo's still going! Beach smoke ham, Savoyard tom cheese, and a melted chocolate bonut. Bonut? Yeah, artists are still gonna enlarge them regardless. Artists are still gonna do it. For Gore, if you said if this is subsidized, yes it is. You gotta dip. Goodbye, Mira. We will discuss the state fair more. We will discuss the state fair. Fuck cancer, big lob. Yeah. So when we go to the state fair, you're gonna have to do all the groping. Cause then it won't be long until you can't grope anymore. Hi, K-Stone. They're like, you like back pains?
Spore saturation is nearing.
Nah, I would rather have a second surgery and have like the results that I want and that I've always wanted, and you know, be happy at the end of it. At the end of it, to directly quote what the surgeon said, if you don't feel mentally like good about it by the end of it, we have failed at our jobs. Which is kind of fair and valid. Didn't know the boss and mirror show was part of this? The wildest part about the story for me is the part where Akari likes getting surprise groped. Okay, no. The surprise groping comes with a time frame because the surprise groping is like actually gonna fucking cripple me and put me in severe pain if the surprise groping happens post-surgery. That's more why I'm warning Mira. She gotta get that shit out of her system. You know how like dogs, you take them out so they run around and do zoomies? And then they like sleep? I gotta do that with Mira. Yeah, the surprise was the sheer amount of force. But this is like Mira's dog zoomies in the yard before bedtime. I gotta take her out so that, you know, she can run around in circles around the tree and probably piss herself at the same time. And then she'll fall asleep and I won't get surprise groped after surgery. That's how it works, right? Mira's gonna get me. Okay, it's just gonna explode like a pinata. Absolute just disintegration, like I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark type shit. Better get that Tekken King combo grab. Yeah, she's gonna get me. Brackets, threat, intimidation. You know, she's just gonna grab you somewhere else. That's okay. But the chest will have to be off limits for a bit. The chest will be off limits for a bit for Mira, unfortunately. I fear she will not survive. It'll be like starvation for her. Hope the chesticles rest. Nah, I'm positive about all the surgery and shit. I'm positive about, you know, I have to do it. I would rather do it in a way that makes me happy rather than, you know, rush it and have results I'm not happy with. You know what I mean, chat? or something is fine. It's fine, I'm used to it. She can't give me airtime from my thighs. Oh, we had a hype train, what the hell? Yeah, there's no point in rushing it. Never say never, Lizard. If she can somehow hoist me up by my thighs, I will be impressed. I will be very impressed and terrified. And mildly... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Don't let her hear that, or bets will be off. She'll find a way, she's stronger than she looks. Sherva's like, huh? What do you mean, wow, Frey?
Life support has been replenished.
What do you mean, wow? Why wow? Hoisted by the bum? Do you mean bun? Like mirrors the bun or the bum? Look, if she can pick me up by my ass, she deserves to pick me up. Like World of Warcraft? At Mira GPT, if you're a D&D character, what race and class would you be? Ink, as Mira's head mod, and therefore the one that has to put up with the most amount of Benui bullshit, what D&D race and class would she be? And why? Elf wizard? There you go. That's what I meant. Butt-based lifting? BBL? Is that what a BBL is? Her favorite race and class, hands down. Am I an elf? Do I count as an elf? I do have knife ears. Bunny booty lifting? I'm an elf, kind of. Lizard is Dragonborn if we're doing a 1-to-1. Just the ears? Well, ears, check. Magical, check. I don't fucking know what else elves are doing. Bob's posting some peak voice messages. I will not open the voice messages in the basement out of fear of getting banned off Twitch. Elves are mostly flat? Elves are not flat. I have never seen a flat elf. I am sorry, Zax. I have never seen an elf that has not got gigantic swangers. Huge knockers. Triad? Does she actually count as an elf? Yeah, but you barely watch anything? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's always the two extremes. Elves are always like... The common gun variety of elf is like swangin'. The uncommon variety of elf is just there. Like, they're just... They're like me, for real, for real.
Look what our tenno operative just found. They could not do this without...
She has the energy of a kobold for sure, a small gremlin creature. That streak of seeing big-chested elves comes to a close with me. I would like to see a flat-chested elf. I would. I genuinely would. Chat, contrary to how artists tend to draw me, I do not like big swangers. I think a nice D cup is like maybe a double D depending on shoulder width, but like a nice tasteful D to double D is like the upper limit. The upper limit. Contrary to what artists say. Contrary to how artists draw me. Yeah. When you got bahongas, they're bahongan all the time. You can't just stop them.
Security barriers.
Didn't you just say you wanted to go upside? I mean, yes, but that's not the point. That's not... That's for IRL. That's for my skinwalker, not me. That's the skinwalker form. Yeah, I don't want to breast boobly throughout life. I enjoy sleeping on my tummy. However, there is a reason Bob calls me tappers. There's a very valid reason that Bob calls me tappers. And it's because I am suffering. Yeah, it's an upsize going from tapping to like normal. You don't get it? You know how people call big boobs knockers? No, I know what you mean, Pirate. That's exactly my point. You know how people call big boobs knockers? Yeah, Bob calls me tappers. Not my model, but my skinwalker form. Tappers. Why might that be? Yeah, because they ain't knocking. They ain't knocking on shit. Remember everyone? The big breasts are great, small breasts are great, but the best breasts of all are the ones that belong to Yoshi. Exactly. No, Bob, you won't be able to call me tappers anymore. You won't be able to. When I'm busting around, you won't be able to. No, I'm going to raise money for like cancer charities, and at the same time, I am gonna tap knock my way through life. Call me a fucking tap dancer, chat. Now I'll call you rappers because I can't even be mad at that.
The longer you fight, the more successful.
So racked up tappers. Yeah, Bob's back from his misfortunate incidents. Gonna fit that one off from a year or two ago? No, nothing will ever fit that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Zaxxon was cursed. Once again, the Japanese artists have forced me to have gigantic swangers. Vampire or zombie? Because the former there's no running from. I think Bob's more of a zombie. I can't see Bob as a vampire. Bob is too yappy and social to be a vampire. Bob simply cannot be trusted as a vampire. He's too yappy and social. He would walk into someone's house without getting invited in and then like dissolve. Good afternoon, hi Sloan. Can't be as bad as art I've seen where they give a character a bigger size than their own heart. What? Yeah, no, I fear that. I fear that kind of stuff. Bob has to be a vampire because with how much he yaps, ain't no way he needs to breathe. No, but he's too social to be a vampire. Vampires are reclusive. He is not. Have you seen that motherfucker? Have you seen? He literally goes into voice chats and people just spawn around him. He literally just has people spawn around him. It's kind of incredible. He is way too social. Cup size, this is a letter not yet revealed to us by God. Yeah. Cup size that leaves us all fucking pondering. At what point is it no longer a cup? No longer a jug, but like a vat? If Bob was a vampire, people would definitely break the never invite a vampire to your house rules. If Bob was a vampire, he wouldn't be able to have fucking garlic bread and he would have a terrible time. Skinwalker cup size is going to be on model. I've kind of actually already leaked what size I am planning to go to you guys. I kind of just straight up said. What's your pot size? Yeah. What you keep in that pot? What in the world is in that room? What you got in that room? Garlic bread isn't off. They've tricked you into seasoning yourself? What do you mean? I like being well seasoned, thank you very much. Vampire pros, sick powers, cons, no garlic bread. Why would I ever want to live in a world without garlic bread? Why would I? No, not just garlic bread, but like all of my favorite foods have garlic in them. Almost all my favorite foods have garlic. What if I take like lactose intolerance tablets and hope that it works on the garlic? Same as vaping, it's training you to suck. What? I mean, I never vaped anyway, but thanks. I'm never gonna want to see that. What about vegan vampire friendly garlic? Is that a thing? Can you make garlic is vegan? Garlic is vegan. Yeah, vaping's clankosexual. Fucking toast. Bath bombs train you to willingly enter Fey portals? Yeah, but I like that. Look, if I go into a Fey portal and they kidnap me and I die, I'm kind of okay with that, chat. Like, I'll probably be tripping balls as I go. I'm okay with that. This would have worked better with Zoomers than what's his name being cringe in the PSA commercials a few years back. What do you mean? We didn't get PSA commercials, we just fucking got them banned. Hello, Pain. As a chef, I always cook with garlic. No matter what happens, garlic is a must. Yeah, if I'm cooking and like it's a meal or a savory dish, there's probably fucking garlic in it. I would not handle being a vampire. I would have a fucking nervous breakdown. I found a Fey trap the other day. There's a walking trail near my house and it just has a fucking welcome mat at one end. The Fey can't handle me if I have to bring my streaming equipment. Can you imagine? Start stream. Hey guys, I'm actually streaming from beyond the fucking nether. I got kidnapped by Fey. Anyway, let's play some Warframe. You mean Warfay? Yeah, Warfay. Yeah, will they let me bring my streaming equipment? The Fae would love Warframe. They probably would, wouldn't they? Fae would probably think Warframe is a banger. Dog day? Maybe we just extract Ogjays. Why did the fucking official Throne account like my tweet saying that I tried something new for dinner? Thanks, official Throne account. You know what? I'm not even mad. Thanks, Throne. I'm glad you're supporting me, I guess. I really don't know what to make of this.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need to get out of there.
Time to go? Do you get things if you die like this? Yes. We do. We just need them to get there, like, ASAP.
Spore saturation is nearing critical mass.
There we go.
After that point, no amount of life support will save you.
Yeah, we still get all that stuff,
Mission
see?
complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
83 Vitus essence. Nice. Salt, pepper, mixed herbs, trust me. Yeah, if you're cooking and you're not putting, like, random fucking herbs and salt and pepper in it, what are you even fucking doing? Why are you cooking? Get out the kitchen. Let me cook it. Have I ever been around to Berenberg. You mean like the farm? The strawberry place? Yes, I have.
A little bird tells me
115? Nice.
got something up his sleeve for the good people.
Put the entire shelf of herbs and spices in the pan. I do be running around like a ratatouille whenever I'm cooking, just throwing random like shit in the pan.
Tenno!
Ooh.
Snaky, underhanded, snaky little Tenno! A special wrath.
Thanks for the drone, I guess. The lizard-colored drone. A new dog. Should we place the dog? Of course we should. We should place all of these drones. Another one. Another one. Shem, I assume you would want me to cook for you one day? If you're offering, absolutely. But also, like, please don't feel pressured to, but also, like, absolutely. I am a big fan of going to people's house and, like, eating food with them and hanging out and talking absolute shit. More drones? How did I end up with this many extra ones?
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
You would be on it? Another. Oh my god, there's even more. Two more. Can't eat at everybody's house? I would like to eat at everybody's house. Chat, please invite me to your house so I can eat your food. I'd like to taste your cooking. I'm a big fan of the necromites in particular. Look at them. I'd love to, but there is no food. Why is there no food? How am I meant to eat your food if you don't have food for me to eat? You want some boiled egg sandwiches? No thanks. My current fancy meal prep is salmon on a bed of black beans, edamame, and rice. Alas, I don't like salmon. You like spicy food? I like spicy food. I can have spicy food. Hi, Neutral. Hey, hey, hi. Oh fuck, it's time check. Shit! When did it get that late? When did time check come around? What the hell? Chat, when did this happen? 5 minutes ago? Time moves so fast when you're having fun. Time moves fast when we're fucking suffering, chat. In and out, 1 hour adventure. I have coffee and a bowl of Cheerios, the breakfast of champions. Cheerios fucking suck though. Unless they're the honey nut ones. If they're honey nut Cheerios, then they're banger. I hope they're honey nut. Spicy spaghetti. No. Honey nut Cheerios are good. They are indeed honey nut. Okay, you're good. You're good. You get my blessing. You get my absolute blessing. Normal Cheerios kind of suck. Honey Nut Cheerios? Incredible. God cereal. Sometimes I just want plain Weet-Bix. You can have plain Weet-Bix. I'm not mad. Zip your lips, you cosmic chameleon. Shut up. Shut up. I can and will tell you to shut up. Weet-Bix and Nutri-Grain together. That's definitely a combination ever. Chameleon. Chameleon. I am intentionally rage baiting you. Chameleon.
Lizard.
You guys are getting intentionally rage baited. I hope you know that. Chameleon? I like plain Cheerios, but ain't no way they're just as tasty. Exactly! Exactly, Frosty! Exactly! I keep my pay this week, thank you. I need it. I'm kind of homeless. My landlord kicked me out. Akarilian? Akarilian? A heartless landlord? Yeah, Freya's a heartless landlord. Freya's horrible to me. I hope you guys know that. Kept muttering words wrong in your sleep. Why were you listening to me sleep? Huh? Why were you listening to me sleep? Why would you do that to me? Yeah, kind of creepy and wet. Not very safe, not very nice. It's required by law to maintain my property in your wolves' lost behavior. Yeah, Freya's actually in the wolves. Alright. I'll go to sleep now. I'll go to sleep, I guess. Freya's the wall? Yeah, I need to make sure Freya doesn't lick me in my sleep. Good night, chat. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you for being here. I know, Pain, I know. Unfortunately, I have work tomorrow. I have to be a wage slave tomorrow. I don't want to. What if I don't? What if I quit my job? I can't do that. I have to pay for things. Good night, chat. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for our subs today. Thank you, Ink. Thank you, Zax. Thank you, Mambo. Thank you, Baddest. Thank you, Mira, for the raid as well. This cute shut is an emote? Yeah, the lip. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.